Okay, hello now. I wanted to make a video about how I started with the knives. It was a few years ago, maybe 3 or 4 years ago or something. And one of my first knives was this. I saw it on the internet. I say, yeah, it's a very intriguing design. And with this chain, bicycle chain here, it's interesting. But this is an example of cheap knife. This is very thin steel. The locking, uh, it's pretty sturdy, but the steel, you cannot count on it. It's just maybe some sheet of metal, which is probably even not tempered or something. So yeah. But now I see this is pretty. It's interesting design, but whatever. This was my maybe one of my first knives. I cannot say which is the first one I got. Then I got a bunch of Ganzus and Enlans. I will pass through them. Also, one of the first ones I think was this one, Docker copy. It's very dirty here. And it looked very nice on picture. When I got it, I saw that it's not so nice. The same applies to this knife. It's very cheap, and the locking is going just to the other side. It doesn't have vertical movement. Yeah, luft. But it's cool, yeah. Cheap knives. I don't. I keep them in a drawer, and I rarely get them out these days because of the all other knives I got. This one is a copy of what was that? Hinderer. Yeah, Hinderer, of course. Yeah, very nice. And the locking is pretty bad. It has gone to the other side. It's sturdy, but I don't like it that much. And this knife is an example of knife which fucked my opinion about the original. So I don't like Hinderer too much because of this knife, and I know I'm wrong. And I gotta buy some decent copy of Hinderer, like $100 or something, to change this opinion of mine, but I'll come to that maybe someday. This knife is very special to me. This is the original version. This is Navi K62602. You can see it's 440C blade. I think it's probably that blade. It's a copy of Benchmade Skirmish, and it became my favorite knife, and I wanted to buy the original. I couldn't find it anywhere on a decent price, and of course it's longly not in manufacture, but this is a very nice knife. It's big, it's broad blade. You can get the mayonnaise from this side, so don't touch the jar with the sharp blade, to not do it. And I made it because I didn't like the stone finish back then, stone wash, and I made it like satin or something with the sandpaper. And this was my favorite knife for a long time, and I wear it. But the thing is, it's a little bit off center, and you cannot center it without damaging the opening, you know. So if I tighten the pivot screw, the opening is not that smooth. But otherwise it's very cool knife. It's a little bit heavy, but it's cool. This is Ganzo, I think 704, and it's pretty famous knife. These knives on our forum was very praised. It's a pretty nice knife. It's not my knife, I like it, of course. It's nice opening, closing, it's sturdy enough. It's cool, it's not bad knife. This is a copy of, I forgot of what. And I don't think it's on sale anymore, this knife. This is Ganzo something. And I don't even remember which Ganzo because they don't write it here. So yeah. And this is copy of, I think, Benchmade Bone something. I'm not sure. But yeah. It's famous knife, I think. Well, this is copied. When I got this knife, I was super happy with it, and it was so sharp out of the box. It was like making. I was carving literally hairs from my arms. I was carving them, you know, not cutting them, carving them with this knife. This was super sharp. This is some Enlon L06. It's a resemblance of Sebenza a little bit. And every knife here I bought because I liked it in the pictures. This is pretty centered. So these are all pretty good knives. They are not titanium, they are not carbon fiber, they are not super steels, they are not S35VN, they are not anything. But they deserve their place in the world, if I can say so. This is also a Hinderer copy. This is Inron, my 803, and this is a Hinderer copy. It's a pretty light knife. I don't know what to say, it's not bad. Every knife here deserves to be weared and stuff. It's a good knife. This is Harness knife, Viper 9CR18 MOV steel, which is pretty normal. It's a pretty cool knife. I don't like the shallow blade. This is you know, it's not very white. I like more white blades, but whatever. This knife I bought because of the pivot hole here, which is pretty cool. Pivot hole, you know. And yeah, you can get it like this. And if you not cut yourself, you'll be lucky. It's a pretty good damn knife. And yeah, I love it. Also this one, Enlan L04. Nothing special about it. But Enlan's, Ganzos, they are like pretty sturdy knives for their price. They go around $18–20 a piece, rarely above 20, so they're cool. This is big one, a little heavy. This is L03. So this was my first knives. I started with the cheap knives, and of course my most expensive knife now is the Decepticon, the original. But I tend to think that the best knives on AliExpress, for example, the Chinese copies, they tend to be around 60 to 120 or above dollars. Below $60, the quality is not that good. I will make a video maybe soon about my Chinese knives copies for below $50. Then I'll make for the better ones. But this is how I started a few years ago, 3 or 4, I don't remember anymore. And from these knives here, this is my favorite one, the Skirmish copy. It's almost exact copy of the Skirmish. The Skirmish has here a little more cut out and some other differences. And the Skirmish is also, I think, all titanium, but Navi got a good copy of the Skirmish. I don't know if they sell it anymore. Let me check. Navi knives. No, I don't think they sell it anymore. But this was one good knife. I have three of this knife because I like it so much. This one I customized, and it's super sharp. Came out super sharp, and it's very easily sharpened. It's a very good knife, despite this S curve here a little bit. It's not pain in the ass to sharp. With a diamond sharpener, it's easy, even on hand, by hand, no problem. And it's very useful for me. So that's it. It's 10 minutes and something. Thank you again.